can you think of a time Daniel was in great distress? He's asking for an explanation. He's seeing a vision in full, and he's seeing a vision in pieces, and he gets an explanation and encouragement. So can you think of a time, Jen, where maybe a prayer of yours or a season of prayer was almost and you actually got an answer where it almost felt like a rescue or something? It felt like it was salvific in some sort of way. This can be recent, or it can be a time in your formative years. I don't want to say when you were young because you're still young, but your formative years, you're coming of age. Can you think of one?
Yes. When I was relatively young, when I was in my early 20s, I was in a season where I was really just starting to get to know God. Like it was just really, it was exciting. It was new. I didn't know a lot, hadn't read a lot of the Bible, but God started to reach me through a few very specific promises. And these promises are what I consider my anchor promises. And so one of those had to do with God fulfilling my life and guiding my life. I didn't know what that meant. I thought that meant I'm just going to have all this good stuff,
Yeah.
And so that was really a prayer of my heart. Like, I don't know what that means, but I want to have this life with God. I want to have this life of purpose. Let me be more specific. Like I didn't really know what that meant. Well, I had a health scare.
Okay.
So this is God answered this way. This is how I feel like God rescued me, because this helped put my mind and my heart in alignment and on track in terms of what living on purpose meant, living in purpose. And so, I had one of those experiences where there was a mass, there was an X-ray where everybody could see the mass, right? And then there's another mass, right? So it's just like, okay, what's going on? I'm early 20s, right? I'm just like, what the heck? What's happening?
Yeah.
We go to the specialist because the specialist wanted to look at the X-ray to see if the next step was biopsy. Okay. You see where I'm going, right? This is a problem. We're looking at the mass on the X-ray that the specialist could not feel the mass at all on my body, in my body.
Mercy.
And so he's like, clearly it's there, but it's no longer here. So he does his thing. He exits the room. So the nurse who's in the room is like, wow, that is significant, right? So in that moment, remember, I'm a baby in this relationship. In that moment, I heard God say, I spared your life because I have something for you to do.
Wow.
Full stop. So that was a rescue, but it was also an answer to my prayer. And it also gave me perspective. And I understood at that point, I'm in pursuit of something that God has already determined for me. I haven't thought about that in a while. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share that. Because I hope that gives somebody some hope and some encouragement.
Fullness of time
that
will bring that person to you. So you don't have to stress. You don't have to worry, just like you don't about his judgment. You don't have to worry about the desires of your heart or the concerns of your heart, because God is working on both ends for your